I got a standing desk.
All right, boys. This video is gonna be a lot less formal than most of my videos. I know I've been wanting to do these video essays, but I've really wanted to go on this rant for a while, and now that it is seemingly in the spotlight more, I just gotta get this off my chest. Jalen Brunson has been receiving an unbelievable amount of hate, and part of me loves it. Part of me loves it because that means my boy has finally made it. Holy shit. When a large demographic of NBA fans hate your player, let's think about it. LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Jokic, Shea, that means you've made it. So Brunson having this entire cult that doesn't like him, that call him Brunflop and hate the way he plays, that is unbelievably awesome. But I do feel the need to respond, even though nobody cares about my opinion. I just feel the need to get that out there. So let me start off by saying Jalen Brunson absolutely does flop. So does almost every other player in the NBA. I think there's a huge distinction between different types of flopping, and I kind of want to make a video about that, like a deep dive into the how would you word this? Like the ethical hoops versus flopping, argument. I'm sure that there's already a full video on that. I don't know. I kind of want to make one. Is that all right? Because I just feel like it's really hurting me inside that my king is getting this slander. I know a bunch of you just clicked off the video because I just said he's my king, but he is, dude. Did you see that fourth quarter? Did you see it? Let's not talk about the foul at the end because it has nothing to do with Brunson, that foul. Jalen Brunson scored 15 points, no free throws in the fourth quarter. Just pure buckets. And I don't want to be that guy. A lot of his buckets were fouls, and the refs just weren't calling it, which I'll get into later, is the reason I don't think them not calling that last shot is weird. It's kind of how the NBA works. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, this narrative is nasty. I think it's predicated on this ethical hoops movement, because Shea gets his hate a lot, even though it's bullshit. Brunson obviously gets his hate a lot. A lot of players get this hate because a lot of players foul bait. It's how you play basketball at a efficient rate, and it's how you win. All the ethical hoopers that people bring up, like Kyrie and Paul George. Bringing up Paul George nowadays is insane considering what he is now, but I'll humor you. Kyrie Irving can't be the number one on a championship team. You know why? Kyrie would average 30 if he went into contact instead of avoiding it. He would average 30 and he could absolutely be a number one option, but he can't, so he's a number two option. He tried to be number one. Didn't really work. Sorry, Kyrie fans. I don't hate Kyrie, by the way, but he gets a lot of overhype because he's a nice dribbler and he has nice layup packages. And like I said, this is informal. I'm just spewing word vomit out of my mouth. I'm just talking off the top of my head. Foul baiting is not as terrible as people make it out to be. And I think there are levels to foul baiting. I think somebody who foul baits that is not okay is Joel Embiid. And I know Sixers fans, please come at me, please. Joel Embiid, I haven't seen much of it this year because, Joel Embiid. But last year, it felt like it was to the max. And maybe it's because the Knicks played the Sixers, so I saw a lot more of them. But he was like actually just falling on the ground when he wasn't being touched. What Brunson does is he puts you in a shitty position where you kind of have to foul him, and then he sells the foul. Embiid is just shooting a three-pointer, and please insert the one clip of Brunson jumping into a defender on a three-pointer. Embiid is shooting a three-pointer and falling instead of making it. It's just odd. 7 foot, 300 pounds. That's just another thing. Brunson is 6'2". Does he look 6'2" when he plays, guys? That massive dome on Brunson. You think he's 6'2", that big ass head. I'm not sure what the Pistons fans want, because the entire game 5, it's like they heard you guys. They weren't calling fucking anything on anyone. Higher game, or game 4. I misspoke. I'm sorry. Game 4 felt like they weren't calling anything on anyone. Both sides were getting fucked by fouls the entire game. I mean, even on that last play, Josh Hart gets fucking shoved on that rebound like that. So the ball shouldn't have even got to Tim Hardaway, but we're not going to talk about that because I won the game. I don't care. Now, Tim Hardaway hits that shot. Would I be sending screenshots? Absolutely. It's just part of being a fan, and I get that from Detroit fans. What I don't get is this narrative spinning, and somehow other NBA circles are spewing this crap. Just rambling and rambling and rambling, but the point I'm trying to get to before I started rambling for no reason about bullshit and nobody cares about is Jalen Brunson is a tier below Embiid, in my opinion, in that foul baiting shit. I think him and Shea are probably about the same level. I think they do the same thing a lot. And it's all about positioning. I think Brunson and Shea just trick defenders into having to foul them because you can't guard them. Sorry. I think it's that simple. I think foul baiting and flopping, there's a line, because I think to be the offensive engine of a team, you have to shoot free throws. It's really as simple as that. Like, someone who is the face of this ethical hoops movement, I think would be Kobe Bryant, because of the way he played. His highlights are all just fucking fade away, unbelievable shots, right? Kobe was an unbelievable player. One thing that I think gets lost about Kobe Bryant is that during his 30-point per game seasons, like when he was the offensive engine, he shot more free throws per game than Shea does right now. And Shea is scoring more points than Kobe did. Like, I'm actually gonna switch over to this because I want you guys to see this. Where is it? Here you go. Free throw attempts. These are all the 3 seasons, right? It's right there. It says it right there. The 3 seasons, 30 points per game or more. One of these he averaged 35, which is ridiculous. 8.7, 10.2, 10 free throw attempts per game. I'm gonna click on this link and go over to Shea real quick. Where is it? Free throw attempts, 8.8. So Kobe Bryant had one season where he scored. I'm gonna bet money that is the season that he scored 30 points per game and not 35. Where the fuck is points per game? Am I an idiot? Oh, it's at the beginning. His scoring went up when he shot more free throws. You following me? Are you following me? Kobe Bryant is one of the faces of this entire movement, and in his most successful seasons, he shot more free throws than Shea did this season. And now, hold on. Now, Jalen Brunson isn't averaging 30. So, take it with a grain of salt, okay? He's only averaging 26, 7 and 3 only. He is only averaging 6.9 free throw attempts per game. Kobe averaged 3 to 4 more free throw attempts per game than Jalen Brunson, but he is ethical and Jalen is not. And I'm not even hating on Kobe for it, because that's what an offensive engine does. He gets to the line. And if the comeback is they had to foul Kobe, they have to foul Brunson sometimes. If you watch this Detroit series, he's actually getting fouled. He just sells it so the ref actually calls it, because the refs haven't been calling anything. So you have to sell it. I've seen Josh Hart. Josh Hart got like his arm destroyed on a dunk. Again, I forget who did it. It was probably like Schroeder. But they didn't call anything. It was probably Schroeder or Duran. They didn't call shit. And Josh Hart's complaining to the ref, but if that were Jalen would have fallen a little bit. He probably would have got the call. That's how you win games. And I think it's time for NBA fans to kind of, like, I don't want to be rude, but grow up a little bit and face that fact that a lot of the great seasons of all time, they shot a lot of fucking free throws. That's how you win games. Free throws are how you win games. They are free throws. They are open looks at a basket that cannot be guarded, that you can take your time to shoot. They are free. That is the most important part of the term free throw, is free. Brunson, playoff riser, by the way. Didn't want to hate on him, but just letting y'all know. Playoff riser. Look at this. Huh? Holy shit. The Pistons shot 7 for 29 from 3, and you want to blame the refs? 24% from 3 is atrocious. If I sound weird, I think it's allergies, but maybe I'm sick. I thought it was allergies, and I had a huge fucking headache last night, and now I'm just like in shambles. Jalen Brunson, 32 points, 2 for 2. Karl-Anthony Towns, 27 points, 2 for 2. The only guy who shot a bunch of free throws was Josh Hart. And if you count 6 as a bunch, then Kobe shot a motherfuckload. And of course, Josh only hit fucking 3 of them. That bastard. And Mitch shot 4. So 10 of our free throws came from Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson, and you're complaining. Fouling Mitchell Robinson is like good. Like Mitch should have that many free throws if you want to win. Josh Hart will apparently he hits half of them. So it's not a bad move either. They're in at 17 boards. Holy shit. I don't know why I'm going on this rant now. What I want to show you was Kobe, and now I'm going on this Pistons rant. I don't want to do that. That's not the video. I'm not going to Pistons fans. I do that on Twitter. I don't want to do that right now. My point is, you cannot act like these all-time great seasons never have these free throws. And I think it's stupid to act like that. I think you are an idiot. Like if somebody brings up Shea as a free throw merchant in a conversation with me about basketball, immediately discredits you. Honestly, it does, because you're dumb. You sound dumb because you find one clip per game of a foul that maybe Shea sold too much. Okay, that maybe wasn't a foul that Shea sold. That makes him a free. Oh my God, what was that? That makes him a free throw merchant. Like, be serious, be real. Just say you don't like him like that. That's better. What I like about LeBron haters is they just say it. They don't fuck with him. They think he's soft. That's fine. That's fine. If you think Brunson is soft, if you think Shea is soft, that's cool. That is a good reason to not like a player. I get it. But don't disrespect their game and call them frauds because they get fouled and because they're smart enough to sell the foul so that the ref actually calls it. I guarantee you, if Brunson shoots 10 free throws in a game, which he doesn't do that often, but if he does, he shoots 10 free throws in a game, one of them will be, it's not a foul. The other 9, even if he's falling a little more than he should, they are fouls. And in the series, especially game 4, the refs were not calling anything either way, which is going to get me into the final point of this dumbass rambling video. The Pistons complaining about the final play. I'm going to bring up the play. Okay, we're going to watch the film together, and I want to show you guys what I see. Oh my God. I'm sorry. This guy pops up on my feed every time, and is Eric Vincent, is this guy a beat reporter? Because he looks like a fucking beat reporter. It says beat reporter, right? Is he actually a beat reporter, or is it like a Wesley Steinberg, is that his name? Yeah, what is he, like a Wesley Steinberg beat reporter, like, you know, fake? Or is he real? Because he hasn't said anything about the team other than Jalen Brunson foul baits, and it's crazy that much Jalen Brunson foul baits. Like, our beat reporter's supposed to do that? Just it's just like shit talk. If you didn't see the tweet that I clicked on, Brunson would go flying through the stands if he got pushed like that. Brunson has been, I need a full face cam. Brunson has been getting pushed like that the entire series. We are not watching the same series. We aren't. Because Brunson, if you watch him off ball, is getting shoved around just like that. And he's not falling. He's not. So that's just funny. It's funny. It's funny. Malik Beasley on Snapchat. Woman beater. Okay. We're not scrolling through Twitter right now. Okay. Let's watch. The video is terrible quality because of Twitter. Not my fault. Okay. No, wait, like, is this the video's fault or is this Twitter's fault? Hold on. Better quality? It is, and it's filmed on someone's TV screen. By the way, hilarious. Hilarious of you guys. So, what I want to show you is, by the way, Cade hit that shot. Okay. So we see Tobias Harris and Hart down here. That's what I want you to focus on. Okay? Clean. I would want to play through that. I do not want to play through that. That is a foul. And I get it. You're the bad boy Pistons. You play with toughness, but then don't complain about the refs. Look at Tobias Harris falling. What a foul merchant.
Harris battling.
Just shoves Josh Hart. If Tobias Harris turned and stopped shoving Josh Hart, he actually could have got the fucking rebound. But instead,
driving, pull-up jumper.
good D by OG. He's just shoving Josh Hart. Ball rolls away, gets just away from Mikal, and yeah, you cannot ignore that Josh Hart also gets fouled. Okay? Josh Hart gets fouled right here. And they don't call it. And I don't mind. I don't mind because we won. But I don't mind because they weren't calling anything all game. And I think that's what you have to realize. The refs weren't calling anything the entire game. So why are they going to suddenly call a foul on the game-winning shot? You want to win off 3 free throws when the refs haven't been calling anything the entire game? Now they're suddenly going to blow their whistle for that. Refs notoriously do not call fouls at the end of games like that, especially if they haven't been calling anything all game. I mean, you want to be the bad boys. You want to fight every team, but then you complain when you don't get calls when other teams are physical with you. It's just funny. It's hilarious. But that's going to be it, because I don't want to go and I don't want to start fighting Pistons fans. I mostly wanted to look at the foul bait narrative, like foul baiting versus ethical hoops, but I got distracted. Okay, I opened Twitter. It's never good to do during a video because I have ADHD. I just get fucked over if I open Twitter. I gotta never do that again. That beat reporter really makes me mad because he's always in my feed. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's about. He's in my feed. I just reloaded. He's in my feed again. But yeah, boys, that's pretty much going to do it. I just wanted to go on that rant. I've been seeing some mean shit, and I probably should have went more in depth about the whole topic of this video, but I'm busy. I got something to do, and it's time to go. And honestly, I'm a little late to where I have to be, so I just got to wrap it up. I'm sorry. I go in rant mode sometimes. Some people find that entertaining, so I'm probably just gonna keep it in, and this will just be a dumb video that hopefully causes some people to get mad, maybe. I don't know. Not hopefully. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, that's it.